What a crazy week for SoFi and only a few weeks out from earnings. And now, SoFi's fourth largest shareholder has decided to dump their entire position in SoFi stock. But this is not just a normal major investor, this investor is actually on the board of directors. So what the hell is going on at SoFi and should we be worried? In this video, I will explore this and much more along with a huge opportunity. Now we've a lot to get through in this video, so I will keep this intro short. But if you find any value in this, can I ask you to smash the like button? It literally costs you nothing, but it helps me out so much. I'm aiming to get 400 likes on this video, help me hit that goal. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new updates like this. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. And try to answer the question later in this video, but for now, let's get straight into it. So we all know that this has been a very bad year for SoFi shareholders. The stock is down now more than 33% since the beginning of January. But on the flip side of this, the company is performing better than ever. They have more active members than ever. They are selling more financial products than ever. They have even turned the corner into a fully profitable company after years of loss making. But the share price reflects absolutely none of this. And if you were to look solely at the share price over the past 6 months, you would assume that SoFi is doing terrible. You would assume that this is a company headed for disaster. Now, we've all seen the recent investors' presentation. We know that this is not the case. We know that SoFi is on the right track as a company, so this week's news is extremely unusual. The fourth largest investor in SoFi stock has completely dumped its stake. And this is, of course, the Qatar Investment Authority, who have gone and sold all of their 19.84 million shares of SoFi. So as we can see here, this is not the first time that they have sold a large portion of stock, but it is by far their biggest sale, and they are no longer invested in the company. Now this may come as a major surprise to many. They literally filed a Form 144 on Thursday, which signaled their intent to sell, and then first thing on Friday, they completely dumped their entire position, which sent the stock into a nosedive, but this might have also created a huge buying opportunity, which I will explain in just a moment. But what is very interesting is not only that the shares were sold by Qatar, but Ahmed Al-Hamoudi, who is the QIA's head of active investments, is also a SoFi board member. The QIA first invested in SoFi in 2019, contributing $500 million at a $4.3 billion valuation. SoFi currently has a market cap of about $6.8 billion. At the time of the investment, the QIA said, "We strongly believe in SoFi's approach and their dedication to build a transformational financial platform that is rapidly disrupting consumer finance." They sold shares in 2021 when the company first went public. That sale was about $100 million, and now they have sold the rest of their stock, so again, worth about $100 million again. But what's not clear is why the QIA has sold off its SoFi position. So did they lose faith in the company, or have they simply decided that their money is better off invested elsewhere? But considering that Ahmed Al-Hamoudi is also a SoFi board member, maybe there is trouble at board level within the company. At the moment, there's no way to be 100% sure. However, it is very clear that SoFi has been a very disappointing investment for Qatar. Shares have fallen 33% this year, as we've already seen, and by nearly 70% since SoFi first listed on Nasdaq. So as I already said, SoFi has turned the corner into profitability. And then with the stock dropping today, the company now has dropped pretty much to its 52-week low. SoFi finished out the day at 646, while the 52-week low is 641, which it hit back in November 23. So bear with me for a moment, and let's look at why this is significant. Let's look at why this is such an opportunity right now. The stock has dropped to a market cap of only $6.8 billion. This is a company that has total assets of over $31 billion, now trading at $6.8 billion. This is a company with total stockholder equity of $5.8 billion, currently trading at $6.8 billion. These are the kind of numbers that we see from companies that are making losses, huge losses even. It is extremely rare to see a profitable company trading anywhere near its net asset value. And when we look at the first 3 months of this year, when compared with the first 3 months of last year, we're looking at a company that is turning losses of about $32 million per quarter into profits of close to $90 million in a single quarter. And this is only going to get better. We've already seen the data. We already see the trend in the company performance, and it's only going one way. So from one perspective, this is an opportunity right now to buy a stock that's at its 52-week low. This is also an opportunity to buy a profitable growth company that is trading near its NAV. What is unclear though is why exactly the Qataris have decided to sell out now. And this is something that I really need to investigate a bit more. Maybe they're putting their money into other investments, maybe they've just decided to cut their losses. For now, I'm not 100% sure and why they have made this decision at the current moment. Interestingly though, although the Qataris have sold out, CEO Anthony Noto has again been buying shares. We already know he's been buying them over the past few months, which we've talked about over the past few months, but once again, today, he has further doubled down on his position by acquiring shares on the open market once again. Anthony Noto has once again bought the dip and acquired another 30,715 shares at $6.48 per share. So this begs the question, is SoFi a buy or a sell at this price? Drop a comment below. I want to know what you think. Now, I know a lot of you have been holding SoFi stocks since 2021 and have average costs of maybe up near $20 and have long since given up on averaging down. But if you were new to SoFi stock today, with money in hand, would you buy SoFi at these prices? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think. Now, in my opinion, there is two very short-term opportunities here. First of all, the stock has dropped to its 52-week low. The last time we were here, SoFi went on a huge rally from $6.40 up to $11.70. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen again, but I do see a nice little reversal coming here over the next week or two, and I really don't expect the stock to stay below $7. There is a huge long-term descending wedge forming and the RSI is now at rock bottom. I feel that everything is pointing towards a nice little reversal over the next 10 days to 2 weeks. At any point over the past year when the stock has dropped as rapidly and as violently as it did this week, then there is usually a very quick reversal. We've seen it here, we've seen it here, 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 and I think we're going to see it here as well. So for me right now, what I'm looking at is the options plays for June 28th. And this is where I see the major opportunity right now. June 28th, there is huge trading volume on both the $6.50 and $7 call options, as these seem very cheap. And I wouldn't be surprised to see these options return very nice gains over the next 10 days. But guys, there is nothing certain, and this is just my opinion. There's still a lot of variables to consider. Now, if you follow this channel, then you'll know that my options plays have been perfect so far this year. But I still need to investigate what exactly has happened to cause a board member, a major investor, to dump 20 million shares in one go. But the effect that the drop has had on the share price has, in my opinion, provided another nice options opportunity. But always do your own due diligence. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But if you have enjoyed this analysis, then please like and subscribe. I hope you make a load of money on the stock over the next 2 weeks. Follow me on Twitter and I'll catch you in the next update.